Saturday. I would want you to spend my Saturday with me. So this is me unfiltered, no makeup at all. So I'm probably just going to take you guys through my regular routines right before I do any presentation at all. So this is more like going to be a bonus clip. So for people who probably came into I know my community members will see this much more later. So I'm kind of shy, but I'm hoping that I'm going to get an opportunity to meet some amazing people. Usually Saturdays are very busy for us here because we like to party. Okay, so we like to party, we like the weddings. So today I'm going to be taking you through my regular how I prepare. So this is my makeup box. In fact, that's part of my most beautiful wins, right? Eventually after I got married, because I didn't used to have a makeup box, right? Makeup was a big deal for me while I was growing up. Let's see, when my teenage years, you cannot see me without makeup. For some reason, I was just uncomfortable about many things. But looking back now, Jesus, look at this girl. Look at this non-surgical cute nose. And then my eyes are so beautiful. And so some of the things that I was actually insecure about were actually the things that eventually made me stand out. Well, I understand that some people might want to do some surgeries and all that. Please suit yourself, but I won't advise that to anybody I love and know, because the truth is, in every phase of your life, your face will change. I tell you the truth, right? I have a daughter right now, and I'm almost certainly sure of how her face is going to be in the next few years. So that's why you probably shouldn't worry so much about aesthetics and many other things. Sorry, you guys are going to be hearing my child on the background as well. My children, I've got 3 children as well. So essentially today, what I'm going to be doing, for the people who will probably be team playback, I'm going to teach you as I do my makeup. I mean, some of the soft professional makeups you could do when you want to prepare for a presentation. Now, some people don't understand that looking comfortable is also part of presentation. That's what a lot of people don't know. Right? Looking excellent, looking beautiful is also part of preparation for any presentation at all. So that's the reason why I'm going to record this ahead of time. So let's say that we're going to talk about, while I'm planning for my growth as well, because I'm looking to get to 1,000 subscribers hopefully this week or next weekend. So please guys, kindly just subscribe if you're watching this much more later for the team playbacks. But essentially, I'm going to help you through how you can do a regular professional makeup today, even as a professional. Then I'm going to help you by telling you a few things that you might need to pay attention to when people invite you to speak. In fact, as I speak right now, I'm currently on a back and forth. My phone is here with a company that wants me to come and speak on their platform literally for the whole year. So I'm currently talking about rates, price, KPIs, and a whole lot. But I'll say it again. Every time you want to communicate, right, your communication is not outside how you feel. And that's why aesthetics, aesthetia, whatever it is, depending on where you're joining from, is very important. And learning how to do very simple makeups as a professional can literally make you stand out. And a lot of people play with this. You just feel, oh, you're invited to any place, therefore you wear anything, you dress anyhow, you just want to show up. It's true. What a lot of you don't know is that once people size you in a negative way, it can also affect how people rate you. And that's why you notice most MCs and compares almost always definitely dress very well, and then they always have this fashion police within their boundaries. So essentially today, while I look forward to grow to my first get to my first 1,000, I'm also going to tell you some of my cheat sheets. I've had a video on that as well, on how to probably break in and get your first 1,000, which is part of the things that I'm doing right now. Part of the things I'm doing right now is to prime the algorithm, right, to make me have more watch time or more ranking. The thing is, most people who sometimes, maybe when you go to people's live events and you see them getting 200, 500, those people are daily streamers. And that's also part of the things I want to do for myself. I want to make sure that at least maybe weekends, I'm going to try it. Probably every weekend I'll come up with something spicy that will be outside money, something gist. Maybe you guys get to meet my kids and a few other things. And then for today, like I said, it's more like a get ready with me, but simple makeup a professional can learn, right? a simple makeup that a professional can learn, and then probably how to prepare yourself for a presentation. So why I'm rubbing this, I'm going to be talking about essentially when people bring you on board for a presentation. Now the thing is, what people don't understand is that most people who are streamers, yay, oh, I'm so sorry. How are you doing? Vital mindset. Today I'm actually trying to prime the algorithm to increase my my streaming reach. So if you want to do that as well, if you want to increase your streaming reach, a lot of people use restream and just restream other funny things. But then I always like to account for my time. So I said today I'm going to be helping out with presentation. So everything I'm going to be talking about today is presentation. You're not actually good, though. Why? I don't understand. Just tell me, why do you think that you're not actually good? I'm listening on you, like, no, that's, see, the thing is, YouTube is very easy. Like, it's very easy in the sense that most people, just like in every platform, there's always a how to. That's what I call it. And style. There's always a how to and style for every platform. So it's always very important that you pay attention to whatever platform you're in and pay the price. Now I'll say it again for YouTube, just like I was saying yesterday night, right? YouTube, essentially, if you are not a good video editor, you don't know how to edit videos, and your shorts are not very short, right? You cannot create very short, funny dance shorts, entertainment shorts. Finding ways to interpret your niche in a fun way, it's going to be quite hard. But then, like I said again, streaming is the easiest way to grow on YouTube. Very, very easy way. Because, and guess what, they are also very smart. If you don't stream often, they will not increase your, if you don't stream often, they will not increase your reach. That's why it's very very important that you stream. So if you are here and you have up to 50 subscribers, please, you can even turn on your camera and be doing other things in your house, right? It's just that my mind cannot carry that. That's why every single time I want to, because I'm very also I'm very particular. For me as a professional, I'm very particular about my digital footprint. So if I want to do anything at all, I want to make sure that anybody who will come in to watch me would know that they are probably benefiting from something. So, okay, so do you have up to 50 subscribers? All the people who are currently watching, do you have up to 50 subscribers? Okay, so since I wrote get 1,000, I can as well be talking about it while I do my makeup. So also part of the things I do is that every day that I do makeup, at the end of it, I make sure that I do at least one video. Every single time I get an opportunity to do makeup or prepare myself to go somewhere, or those my evening meetings that I have, I make sure that at the end of the meeting I sit down at least to document a video of anything. I already, like I told you guys, if you're part of the community, we already have a template, right? A template for 30 days for all our community members plus hooks. So nobody has an issue of not knowing what to create. The only thing is the discipline to sit down and just create videos. That's just what it is. And then the consistency in editing so that you get much better as the day passes by. Okay. You have over 80. Please stream. And usually it's advisable to stream up to 10 hours. Me, I'm not sure I can do that. But if as well I'm going to stream, I'll make sure that I will always release value. It's a promise I've made to myself that I will not show up in a way that will not be beneficial to anybody who shows up on my live stream. Okay, I think one of my lights is affected. Let me see what is going on. Okay, so please try and stream. The beautiful thing about streaming as well, like we said, is when you stream more often and you stream for longer time, it primes the algorithm in your favor. So you will now have more people entering your room. So even me now, it will be obvious that this will probably be the longest stream I'm going to be doing ever since I showed up on YouTube. So they, just like any platform, they don't care. If you stay longer on a platform, they will favor you more than anybody else. So sometimes you'll be going from stream to stream and you're seeing some of the funny things that people are doing. You see somebody doing like this, and the videos will be doing like this, and people are there watching and they're asking, what is this? And I'm like, I even did a video for that in one of my long forms. God forbid, there are certain things I will not do, right? It's no matter how desperate for growth I am, there has to be you have to be delivering value. Like every single time you have an opportunity to be online, you are literally on a global stage. So why will you be behaving anyhow? You just see some people, they will loop some funny videos that people will just be watching. But I told you, most people, they loop those videos for 24 hours. They just probably just loop it, put their phones on charge or their laptops on charge, and leave it for 2 days. So when you come, you probably will see, by the time people are commenting, and there's so much what's the word, there's so much comments on the live stream, it ends up triggering the algorithm to be sending more people in their direction, thinking that they are doing anything serious. But of course, YouTube cannot detect that as well. So that's how, literally, one of the things you find out is that you go to their rooms, you just see many people, and then they're not saying anything reasonable. So YouTube rewards consistent streamers. Yes, YouTube rewards, sorry, my light is just touching. YouTube rewards consistent streamers. Well, the thing is, one of the things I would always ask my community people is, why do you want a business channel? No, please, let's just be sincere right now. I understand that a lot of people are uncomfortable about a lot of things about themselves. But let me tell you the truth. The new gold right now, which is what we teach our community. So if you're probably watching me for the first time here, you might want to check day one. Just check on all the live streams I've had so far. Just check day one. You'd see why you should build your personal brand. The challenge with faceless YouTube channels is that there's a possibility that your brand will not grow alongside it. And like I said, every time I'm talking about it, what did they call it, growth, I'm talking about it being interpreted in real life. So like I said at the beginning of this video, I just received a message from a very top bank in my country telling me that they would want me to come on board for something, a presentation, like a live presentation like this. So this is further buttressing. Maybe even if it doesn't, like I always say, I celebrate my win, right? Thank you so much. I celebrate my wins every single time. Like I celebrate my wins every single time. So even if it doesn't go through, right, it just makes me know that I'm in the right direction. You know, that position, in that posture, that excellence, that coming up with ideations. Even there's money in showing your face, even though there's also lots of money in those faceless channels. But the problem with them is most of the faceless channels, they seem to be in gossip niche and a few other niches. But mental health is really good. All you have to do is, please, have you joined the community? No, I've not. You know what you do, but comment on another post. Like once we're done with this live, comment on another post so that I can see you there. I'll send you the link there so you join the community. For you, what you need is the two tools you need very strongly is ChatGPT, and then you need Canva. ChatGPT and Canva. If at all, maybe CapCut, right? If it's going to be a very long video, but you need ChatGPT and Canva, where you're going to do a whole lot of shorts that are mainly curated with words. In fact, I have a particular video that will help you create about 100 templates for faceless channel. So it means that for the next 100 days, you just pick one. You can even schedule it. You can just pick one and be posting, and that will be okay. So that's for your shorts. But for your long, you still it will take more time. So when you say faceless, is your faceless AI-based faceless, or your faceless is just words, like written words and then voiceovers? So which one? Will your voice still be in your faceless? Because like I said, the goal will be, maybe just don't have just one channel. That's my advice. Don't have just one channel. Have more than. Okay, I love AI-based channel. It's going to do very, very well. But my advice as well for you is to synthesize ideations from what is going on around. Right now, there are two major cases that are what do they call it now? That are all over the internet. Take advantage of the PDD situation, like maybe coming from what's her name? Coming from Cassie's aspect in terms of emotional, you can talk about emotional intelligence, whatever it is, as in what happens to victims and all that. So this is me. If you jump on it right now, I'm already feeling so in a type of way. Okay, there's a way I always feel when I feel like an idea is out of the blues, and I just felt it right now. So if you create a video right now in relation with that story, with that headline, you can literally have your accounts grow into thousands in one day. And guess what? The trial is still on. So you might want to produce everything, do everything just at the peak of this situation before the trial goes off. The only thing is, the goal is not to do any character assassination, but have a lot of allegedlys in your conversations. And then you also can now give your input as a mental health impact. Why you think somebody can go that path, either from Puff's point of view or from Cassie's point of view. And trust me, your account will grow in one day, especially if you have a very good editing. It's going to work out. Okay, you use Filmora. Okay, I don't use Filmora, even though I know that now they are quite competitors. Like, they compete well with hey, what's going on? I didn't know that I didn't charge my phone. Oh, that's serious. No problem, I'm hearing you. So what else have you been doing? So this morning now, what else have you done so far based on yesterday's class? You just let me know. Like I told you guys, anybody who came in, I'm actually, yes, that's beautiful. In fact, there's a bulk create for Canva. Let me set up my phone on charge. Okay, awesome. I'll check that out as well. So please, so the only thing now is, if you want to do a faceless video, right, and you still want to do your lives, do your live streaming, do a long-term live streaming, the only thing you're going to do is have some of those your videos, or you can create long videos, maybe 1 hour, 2 hour videos, and then put it. You know how to use Restream, right? Do you know how to use Restream? Thank you so much. Do you know how to use Restream? Just answer me. I know that there's usually a lag for these videos. Okay, yes. So if you know how to use Restream, then there's no challenge. You can go on your live. In fact, with Restream, you can just loop the live and go away. Just open your laptop, loop the live, and just walk away. It will prime the algorithm to what's the word? It will prime the algorithm to increase your reach. Even though, like I said, niches like yours will work very well, but for mine, because of what I do, I'm just on, I don't know. Even now, I was thinking, because what normally people will do is, when they are becoming tired, when they are streaming live, the next thing they're going to do is silent live stream, in the sense that they will turn off their videos. So give me one, I'll just do it in 1 minute. They will turn off their videos. They'll turn off their videos like this, and then they'll use the green screen. They'll use the green screen so that their videos will just be on. Whatever it is, people will just be coming in and be coming out. Please don't be pressured, even if it's one. See, the thing is that the algorithm is also getting used to you. Give me 1 moment. I don't know who is this that is calling me. Hello? Yes, good morning. Okay. Okay, was that posted today? Was the whole decision around getting a project topic today? Today, this morning? Oh, that's serious, so, but that's really, really accurate, because I've not even opened WhatsApp in that direction. Okay, no problem. I'm going to see. I'll check that right now. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. It's my school. I'm in school, guys. I'm also in school while I'm doing all this, my doables. So probably give me 1 minute. Let me just, they gave us a deadline for something. It's COVID-19. Okay, awesome. So you were saying something. My problem is the green screen. I'm still not able to access it. It's available whenever I want to upload a shot, but during my life, no. Your green screen is the last icon. Like on you see those icons. You see share, like turn your camera. I've just turned my camera. The first thing, turning your camera. Then the next one is, so you can't hear me now. I just turned on my camera. Then the next one is to probably make your face look more nice. Then the next one is the video, right? Whether you turn on or turn off your video. Then the last one, the last icon on your right aligned. I wish I could do a mirror image. Okay, should I use my second phone? Is the last one. Oh, that's lovely. What school are you in right now? But it's the last one. The last icon on your right is where you see all of that. So the last right. I'm already speaking Igbo. The last icon on your right, that is where your green screen is. You see it as though there are strokes, like these white strokes running across somebody, like a shape of a human, white strokes. Once you click on it, you can put anything under, even a movie. You can even be discussing a movie. Hi Tresh, how you doing? So vital mindset, even if it's one subscriber, the first thing is a gratitude when it comes to growing on YouTube or any other platform at all. Like the day you see even one person respond to you, gratitude, that's what will literally set you apart, because and then it keeps you going. So you have to look beyond. Okay, so look at me right now. I have a community of 8,500 plus. In fact, saying 8,500 plus, I'm just being, what's the word? I'm just being modest. That's a community, a WhatsApp community of 1,500 plus. Then I have a community of almost 20,000 on LinkedIn, but I'm just starting out on YouTube. So even if it's one person that I get to meet here, I'm always very grateful about it. So the first way to go is gratitude. Even if you did 1 minute and it was only one person that came in, if you are responsible, you take care of that one person. The beauty of that relationship with that one person can literally change your life, in the sense that, imagine that you're able to garner one person every day, which is almost not the case, because it will always multiply. Like if one person comes, the next day another person can add up, another day. And then also, when the algorithm is being primed in your direction, what you notice eventually is that people will start coming in more. And then the day that you have like 100 people coming, it's the algorithm telling you thank you for consistently showing up. So that's why there's a place for timing. You have to pay attention to your time if you're going to show up at a particular time. So what I plan to do is, every Saturday I'll try and do a longer live stream like this, maybe lifestyle, like I told you guys. For those who are just coming in, my plan is also to be doing makeup as I discuss, because at the end of the stream I'd want to record I usually like to batch create. So I love to batch create all my videos for the week. Okay, so I can see an amazing person coming. Trish, this is my first time meeting you. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Yes, so you're welcome, Vital Mindset, right? So this is me also giving you back your coin. You know, this is what you're supposed to be here to help people do. A lot of people in this generation are actually a bit impatient, right? So I guess that's what Vital Mindset is all about, being able to give a lot of persons a soft landing. I really look forward to seeing your account grow very well, because the growth of your account also increase mental health awareness, because a lot of people, we are losing a lot of people from that. A lot of people have unalived themselves because they didn't just understand that life is in phases. You must learn to be patient through every phase. I think for me, every time I speak to my students, I tell them one outright thing: you are just better off, right, putting in, and then when you put in the effort, you measure, put in, measure, put in, measure. It's always better than you get to a point where depression won't let you do anything. Once you stop doing anything, that's where the growth, you never grow. So you see a lot of people, they'll start up on LinkedIn, they'll start up on Facebook, they'll start up on YouTube. Then after a while, they'll just take off. You never see them again. It's because a lot of people are impatient. They just want everything to happen at once. And then probably because you entered someone's life right now, there are lots of people doing lives right now on YouTube. They might be having 200, 300, but the question is, what value are you bringing to the table? What's your purpose, right? If I meet with just one person, I'm comfortable. It's like having somebody visit my home this morning. So why all of a sudden do I want 400 people jumping in if I've not made the sacrifice that requires 400 people jumping in? So that's why we should all be patient through it. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Trish, how are you doing? What's your niche? What are you doing here? So like I said today, I was going to essentially everything I'm going to be talking about is preparing, how to prepare for a presentation. Like I told you, there is money on the table, right? There's a lot of money as a professional in whatever niche you are in, right? Whether presentation as in preparing of videos, your weekly videos or your daily videos, your shorts, or presentation as in you being an MC compere or a professional public speaker. It's all the same routes. So I said it again every single time that your outlook can determine how comfortable you are. For me, I'm not a professional makeup artist. It's nowhere written in my bio. Like my YouTube page is very optimized. Like you literally meet me on everything, my emails, everything, all my social media handles, everything are on my bio, right? I'm not one of those who just put and then leave it. It means if you touch my profile, you literally know everything I've been doing so far with my life, and then probably how to reach out to me as well. But I'll say it again, the reason why we prepare for prepare before we speak is because most times how you look, okay, will determine how well you most times how you look would also determine how well your presentation comes off excellently, right? So you guys are going to give me a minute. My classmate just sent me a message and I think we have a deadline. So let me just send in 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. I want to just pick the assignment from somewhere and send it to them so that they don't think I'm the bad one. So meanwhile, just ask questions. What are your difficulties so far on YouTube? Then tell me about what you've been doing beyond now. Like, what have you been doing so far? What are your plans? What did you plan for the month? For me, I started YouTube officially. I just opened the account and I ran away, my channel, and I ran away. But I came back officially in January, took a break in February, then February and March. I think I returned April in full force. And literally almost all the growth I've had was between April and now. So I can say that I grew by almost if I say 600, it might be too much. Yes, by almost 600 subscribers in the average of, if I compress my average input, it would be like 1 month's worth. Like in 1 month, I grew by 600, and it's even small because I've not had any official viral posts. And so I'm just trying to probably demystify a whole lot of things. And guess what? Almost everything that I'm learning about YouTube, I'm just learning it, like maybe let's say in the last 2 weeks. So I still had the growth irrespective. So like I said again, the goal is not just to show up mindlessly. It's also to know some of the things that work. And for me, I always advise my community people, please don't show up without having a burden in your heart already. You're not a streamer. There's no job description called a streamer. I understand that a few people are making money by that, but one of the best things you can do is start leveraging, first of all, with your low-hanging fruits, right? Start leveraging from your low-hanging fruits, make money from there, and then as you grow your reach, you can now decide that, okay, yes, it's time to influence. People can probably just come to you and tell you, okay, influence this for them, influence that for them. It will work. Maybe then you can start calling yourself a streamer, but until then, it's always wise that you offer value to grow up. So offer value to grow up. That's how you shine. And for me, why I always emphasize offering value to grow up is because people can reach out to you. Like I told you guys, a major bank in my country right now just sent me a message and told me that they wanted me to be doing a presentation for them for something. And it's because I host events almost every week. Then for our challenge right now, I'm doing it every day. So that means I speak every day, sometimes an hour or two. When I'm training like my core monetization core group, sometimes I teach for 5 hours and I'm comfortable and people don't get tired of me. So, and I just know that I have the value, right? So now the challenge, especially in this season that we're in, is that we have two sets of people who have value, but they claim they don't have time. So they don't come online. And then people who are empty as hell, showing up consistently, but as they show up consistently on streams, they get better, their minds become renewed and they communicate better. All of a sudden it will now be seeming like, oh, this streamer has so much knowledge. No, it's just life, right? The more you give yourself to a particular course, the better you do. So that's why my advice is always, please niche down. Even if you cannot do, let's say you're a multi-potentialite or you're multifaceted, niche down severally. That's what I will always say. Niche down severally. So niche down 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're also here on this live stream and you're still confused about how to niche down, you don't know about it, just type. I can help you. Just say maybe 1 or 2 things you think you can do that you've probably never paid attention to. And then I'll help you to do that. Okay, so guys, give me a moment. Like I said earlier, let me just do the assignment while I'm waiting for you all. While I'm waiting for you all to suggest, just write what you do. Let me just quickly send the assignment to them. Okay, so I'm still on it. So you can ask your questions. Sugar, what are the topics that, as in, like, if I want to do those, I wanted my research, like my research, to be around what do they call it, sexual health. So, like, what topic do you think is topping the chart? That you think? Look at what I was thinking of.
Maybe you can just
Because of this trial, this
reproductive and sexual health. You see,
I browse, but
listen.
I'm thinking of like this Didi's trial.
What?
This Didi's trial. You know about him?
What is this trial?
You don't know the man.
I don't know. What does he do?
He has a lot of drama around that. So I wanted to see if I know my group members will not agree. They just sent me a message now that they want me to release my topic. But see what I wrote. I wrote the effects of increased pornography consumption on sexual health attitudes and behaviors among remote workers and online students. What do you think?
What does the trial do? That is something.
Okay, the guy is currently being convicted for like having, I don't know, his case is plenty. They said there are many count charges.
That doesn't which one is related to reproductive health now? That's the main
Okay, this
thing.
thing I said now. No, this one is sexual health, not reproductive.
That's sexual. That's which one is related? It's trials. Which one is the sexual health? Maybe that's the something to start from. Maybe
No, they said he's like a defiant too. Abi, what's the word? Like some of these people that have strange urges, like he always hosts parties and all that.
He always do what?
Hosts parties and all.
Okay, so what now happens?
Eh?
So if he hosts party, what's the problem with the party?
And now because they said that, as in, there are claims that some things happen that are negative around the parties. Like some people, I don't know, like some people engage without knowing, like, or they do things like somebody can just wake up the next day and do not know that something happened to the person, and they can
Maybe
take.
somebody has sex with
It's
you.
allegedly, oh, yes, it's allegedly.
I know that's what I'm saying. So okay, so how does it help us now? That's what I'm talking
No, me, I'm just saying, is it something that somebody can relate to officially, like consumptions of these adults. I'm just trying not to say it very well because I'm on YouTube. I'm on the live.
I don't know, you can off the live now.
No, some people are waiting for me inside. I just want to submit the topic. They gave me deadline just now. See, it's 11:16.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm supposed to submit before 12.
and that's what I'm saying, because it's something you won't also bring something like that if you're not sure, for example, what
No, it's not that I'm studying him now. I'm just saying if it can be like a case study that somebody can also use to talk about that story.
If you want to get a case
Because
study
it's a
for
very
something,
popular
because
story
I
right now.
I don't know much about it, and you're not giving me information. So I'm saying, so you can't do a case study of something when you've not studied it. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying now. Does it make sense? It's this thing I'm saying as a topic.
You know what
Like
the topic?
the effect of increased something consumption, that's other movies. I don't want to say it because I don't know what is sanctioned here. On health, on sexual health, attitudes and behaviors among among
If you talk about that, because both the fact that when people watch this thing, it makes them they want to stay 2 hours.
But is this something that, do you think it carries weight? Like if somebody does a research on that, does it make sense to you as a specialist? Because me too, I'm trying to enter there slow.
It makes sense because even that's when you not talk about masturbation, all this thing, does it really have an effect? Because some standard tests will say there's nothing wrong with it, while some people say there's something. So it's something, but that you have to really decide properly and know.
Me, I just want to write it because I'm sure my guys, they will go with what their own is, because this looks like a very tough topic too.
I know, of course, it's tough because
I want to write among remote workers.
That's what I'm saying. But the only thing
since I'm a remote worker,
if you're writing it, then you must also be prepared to search, because you're going to meet a lot of arguments, even by people who are authorities in the field, and because that is virtually what they live by. That's their lifestyle, so they don't want you to talk against it. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It doesn't mean it's right. So I'm saying there are many factors.
No, but it can also even help our life events when we start doing life on the other channel.
I know it's true, but even when you want to talk about those type of things, because even in stand-up, they say there's nothing wrong with some of those things. So you must now do your own research and have a front that you must support consistently. Because there is a place of argument. But when you say there's nothing wrong,
Sugar, please, can you help me on the fan? Jesus, I'm so hot.
So
I should leave it out, Abby.
For me,
the effect of increase on sexual health.
Some of those things before you even start, then you should have made up your mind by searching around.
No, see now they gave me deadline.
Before they give you deadline, you should have.
Just now they called me like, I'm already on this live. That's why I'm already on this live event. They called me like.
If you submit something and you're not later, you not discover that it's not something you have submitted because you don't really have much. Then what would you do? Are you going to withdraw it? So that's another thing. So whatever you put in, like,
No, it's not me now. They want to pick from the topics. They say we should all suggest.
You just suggest, and that's only suggesting that if it's not something that requires any of the one I'm saying that you also have to think of long-term effect.
Okay, then give me a topic that will help us for our life event. That if I do it as my master's dissertation, will be useful. That's just what I'm thinking. I want everything to be urology, since I'm starting, like, officially my medical side will be on the urological aspect.
But you can talk about STIs, sexual function, myths and facts. About it.
Myths and STIs. I think, let me rephrase it. Let me find something to say. Since I've started talking about STIs.
Sexual function is like reproductive health and STIs.
Okay.
So you can look at all
Okay.
those
I want
It's just that you can't after research to really
reproductive functions and STIs. Sorry guys, I'll soon be here. That's my husband, by the way. He's a consultant. So I'm also trying to grow my other page, because on my other page we'll be doing a lot of lives on health. So for those people who don't know, I'm a full-blown medical doctor, so that's why I still think medically. Then I got married to one, so even if I would have wanted to run away from it still came back for me. Yes, I want that. Okay, so a lot of you are not answering my question, so the effect of digital lifestyle on hormonal health, the role of vital health virtual health access in reproductive health. And STI among remote workers and students. All of the research I do now, I do a lot of remote health. Almost everything I do is actually remote. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be done in minutes. So this is my own suggestion: the effect of remote work and online learning on reproductive function and STI risks. So guys, my second page, my second channel, essentially, that's what I'm talking about. Everything reproductive health. My husband is also a urologist, so that's what we do there. It's a joint account. So like I was saying, vital mindset, please try and have other channels that will effectively interpret what you do. So for the purpose of today, I'm so sorry guys. Like I said, get ready with the president. So every single time, as a mom, right, the first thing I do is I got wigs. So I think I have something like this, like up to 5. I have other orders, like I think my regular wigs should be up to 5 as well. The goal is to always have something to change. In fact, as we speak, I had contracted somebody to help me make a lot of this, and she called me this morning. So by next week you should probably see me with another color entirely. So the goal is to consistently improve your wardrobe, right? I told you it's also part of your it helps in your presentation, it helps in your preparations. So for today, like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, but I'm going to do makeup on this live because maybe just for me to spice it up. So if you have any questions, just tell me. But I've told you, if you need to grow your YouTube channel, please go ahead and do your live stream if you're up to 50 subscribers. Then if you're not up to 50 subscribers, even though I have a friend who I know had barely 20 when she was doing her live stream, so I think YouTube sometimes touches their head. But for me, I would always admonish, if you're too busy to edit your videos, like you're super busy, just do daily streaming. And I think with people who stream daily, that's why you can see that there are few numbers on this live. It is YouTube. If you stream every day consistently and for long hours, at least 10 hours, YouTube will start recommending you. Somehow they'll start expecting you, especially if you keep to a particular time. When you keep to a particular time, they will get comfortable with recommending you. And of course, if you stream often, it means you're going to meet new random people. And that's why if you want to hit your 1000 subscriber mark, you might just want to do the silent restream or the silent streaming. That means no matter what I do, so you can see that my assignments came in between my stream. I had to discuss my assignments. For some people, they might be taking care of their children, they might be cooking and a few other things, while some people actually use Restream. So if you want to grow, you can actually just put your video on Restream and put it on a loop. But like I told you guys, my mind can't carry it, right? Because I always want to be talking value anytime I decide to show up, and that's essentially what I believe my personal brand is. So essentially, I have spoken on 80 something in the last 9 months. I've spoken in 80 something events, and this is me being subtle. I think by now, speaking every day for like, today is day 15 or so. Yes, today is day 15. So I can say that I've spoken at 100 events, literally every day, 100 in the past 9 months, right? I'm talking about from planning to flyers to announcement every single time. In fact, in our room on LinkedIn, most of the time then, we could even have as far as, on my LinkedIn rooms, I've had 300 and something people coming to listen on LinkedIn. Yes, I have a very huge community on LinkedIn. But I started my YouTube journey officially, like I said, compressed time. I can't say it's up to a month with my compressed time of doing something, right? So that's essentially what I'm saying. Essentially, let's say you are actually called to speak, or you're invited to speak anywhere at all. The most important thing is, like I told you, preparation, how prepared you are, how well rehearsed with your script will help you be more comfortable. It reduces nerves. So a lot of people say that they are always tense. It's not really anything big. You're tense because you're trying to do something you're not used to doing, and your body doesn't like it. Your body doesn't like it when you want to become an imposter. So that's what we all call the imposter syndrome, right? Your body doesn't like it when you're about to do something new. So why don't you just simulate something new, and so that when you finally get the opportunity, you can easily just flow from the abundance of your heart. So essentially, that's what's happening to me. This after 100 events, planned events, hosting about 40,000 people. This is what I can tell you outrightly. That it's very important that you prepare, even physically, as you go for any event, right? So that's step 1. And then another very important one is a global mindset. So somebody's asking me what I'm rubbing. This is just a coverage foundation. I'm not marketing any product, so sorry, you can't know the name. But the only thing is, probably just find the color that suits your name. So this is, I think it's I don't know all these things. Okay, this is Nutmeg 230. So if you're as dark as I am, I'm actually very dark. Don't mind the camera. If you see me in real life, I'm quite dark. So I use 230 Nutmeg. It's because it's just a little bit lighter. I use it from under my eye and all that. So as I was saying, essentially, when you're invited to speak in a place, the first thing you have to do is to get your mind right for any speaker position. And guess what? It doesn't come randomly. It comes from consistent practice. And you don't have to wait to practice. I tell people a lot, if you are in an office, every single time where meetings are probably announced, I always admonish my friends, like once a meeting is announced or a professional meeting, prepare your mind emotionally. Get ready for meetings ahead of time. Ask yourself, you could even ask, what is the meeting agenda? If they send it to you, just read around it. Find case studies across boards, across industries, across niche, so that you already come ready to talk. So the goal is, if you want to be a speaker, you don't speak until you've been given mics. It actually starts from your preparation, from the boardroom. It also starts as well from getting small opportunities. Now I say it again. So that's why what Vital Mindset was asking me. I told her outrightly. I said, if you look down on the few people that will come into your life, like right now, as I'm seeing from this end, I think I can only see 4 people that occasionally jump out, right? Because I know that YouTube streamers, when I know they stay, and I'm sorry to insult you if you probably came in to really view, but I'm not doing it because of you actually. So that's the whole idea of speaking, of preparing to speak. You don't do it because of anybody. You just start your preparations aforehand. So you start by what? Consistently, first of all. Okay, so I'm trying to check out myself on my other phone. So you start first of all by okay, so this is the word. You start first of all by preparing yourself, right? And preparing yourself doesn't start when all of a sudden somebody sees you randomly and saying to talk. No, it starts from your church. Those your outings, your Friday night outings, where mics will be tossed around the room. Take it, okay? Okay, so take it. Make sure you take it. Make sure you take it. Collect the mic, right? And just start speaking. That's what you do first of all. So take the mic, right, and start your conversations every single time. Once you've created the habit of consistently responding to situations, your brain, it's called the protein. So I'm a medical doctor too, for some of you probably don't know. So it means that your mind generally will be wired to answer questions. And those things, they don't just come back every day. They don't just come by every day. They come from practice. That's why probably when you see people like Vuzi and a few other stars speak, it will seem like, oh, there's something. How come their ideations are all put together? It's simple. They just got used to speaking consistently. And that's what you should always do. You don't wait until it's time for you to see maybe a colleague speaking consistently, effortlessly, and you start becoming jealous and you're saying they should give you mic, you're going to try it. If they give you mic, you have a what did you call it, mental block or mind block or whatever it is. You will literally not have anything to say. In fact, all the things you probably have rehearsed will just do because our minds, this is me coming from psychology and the mind and how the brain functions. Every time you learn a new thing and you do anything consistently, little proteins are aligned, that they are produced as memory cells, so that every time, like now, the reason why I can talk effortlessly now is that I've hosted events for the past 9 months, every week, back to back. And I'm not talking about streaming. Streaming is, a lot of people who come online to stream, they just say nonsense, right? They are not even bothered. They can just come and say anything. They are not bothered. But me, I have never had to have any event where I did not stay awake at night to read. It doesn't happen. In fact, that's how my mind works. I don't believe I should show up. That's why up to now I'm still even trying to understand this whole YouTube thing. And you go into some people's YouTube, you see them, they will even sit down there. They are just gisting, then they will just be talking anyhow. I don't do that. I don't do shit. So one of the probably the biggest thing I'm doing right now is doing a live makeup, because this is the first time I'm doing anything like that. P.S. I am not a makeup artist, so please follow me at your own detriment. But for those who are probably just joining in, I'm using my foundation right now. And because, of course, there's a certain age you get to that usually your eye, areas around your eye, and then generally people who have the dark whatever it is around the eye would definitely need a foundation. So back to my conversation. I said it, for the past 9 months, all I did was read. As in, some nights I don't sleep. That's why right now, when I'm invited to an event, I sometimes pity the host, because my proteins, well delineated lines of thoughts and ideations have formed in my brain. So all you have to do is to poke one question along that path of what I know will literally trigger chain reactions. Literally trigger chain reactions in different directions. So that is what we keep telling people. And now even your public speaking coach will not tell you this, because this is entirely medical. I'm also hoping that most public speaking coaches can also know this and probably start guiding their students in that direction. For me, I'm just doing it because why shouldn't I learned it. medical school, I can't throw away all my knowledge. I just have to still maintain some of this knowledge. So I say it again, the more you consistently do something, the better you get at it. And the better you get at it, the more likely you would easily, effortlessly represent it. So the whole goal of communication or being invited to speak anywhere is essentially authenticity. So this probably taking me back to what I've been teaching my students, right? So the first thing you need to do is be one with whatever concept you want to talk about. So if you're invited to speak anywhere and you're not comfortable with the topic, you can just respectfully decline, especially if the time given to you is very short, right? You can just respectfully decline if the time given to you is very short. But if you have enough time, like me, I like to always prepare. I love to be called stuff. In fact, it always happened then in my medical school exams that every single time that I'm invited to speak, I don't think there's any exam that I've had or written that I didn't like after talking. Like, most times when we're writing exams, we definitely have some junior doctors, some senior doctors, but those people, they're actually higher than our cadres. They will just be aligned so that to increase the tension. The goal is to present the medical field as you will not always have it rosy. It's not every day you have a patient walk in and talk to you silently. So sometimes it could be emergency. So they like to create an emergency situation to see how you respond. So sometimes all our seniors from all professors, they will just be looking at you. And for me, that is literally my forte. Like, I love it when my mouth start running like this. Even, in fact, I've heard people literally, after I finished a particular exam sport, I was moving to another one. My chaperone, which is usually a senior doctor, was just shouting, "Wuta, wuta, wuta." So in English, it simply means the person was saying that, wow. I mean, the direct translation is fire, right? But it just simply means that this person literally knows what she's doing. So that's my advice to everybody who is looking to probably eventually represent. Like I said it again, right? The goal is multiple streams of income. Like I would mention Vusi every single time. Like, he's a business coach, for God's sake. Even the business coach, he only started becoming a business coach when he started when he became a global speaker, because he was just an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur, yes, who generally grew his business, and all of a sudden people saw success in what he did, and they decided to keep inviting him from places to places. And that means, like, if any money he would have just made from his business by just probably just showing up at his business location, will be 10x by his ability to speak. So I'm saying it now, if you're probably here and you're probably jumping from life to life, please, no matter what you do, make sure that there are proteinous codes around what you do. I mean, you have learned so much that you literally have proteins aligned in your brain such that once you open your mouth, you literally can communicate anything in your niche. That's why every single time I've told my students, every single time, niche down. No, if you say you're a multi-potentialite, go ahead and niche down severally. Don't niche down just once, niche down severally. But the goal is to literally have a knowledge keep entering your brain daily so that you can literally stand out from other people. Okay, so we have finished step 1. So that is how, first of all, a speaker is born. A speaker is not born when he decides to get a speaker coach or when he prompts ChatGPT to give him an ideation of what he's going to go and say in anywhere he's presenting. A speaker is born from hard, long, daily internalization of ideations. That's number 1. Number 2, curation, because another thing is for you to take in people's materials. Another thing is for you to synthesize it based on your experience, because that will form your storytelling skills, your ability to relate with people as well. So you don't want to get somebody's ChatGPT's ideation and you just pour it on people. You will not be memorable. People will not remember you when you leave the place. You will not cause chaos, which is oftentimes the issue, because sometimes when you're speaking to a few people, one of the things they think is that you don't understand because you are not in their place. You probably didn't experience. You don't have their experience. That's why they can comfortably fail. But if you can tell your stories of vulnerability and the appropriate punchlines in the background of your communication, most likely you find a lot of people who eventually become fans people who eventually love you simply because they heard about how you overcame. And for me, that's what I've been doing lately. In fact, even my today's post, my LinkedIn post today, was about my story and how I started my journey as a public, how I started my journey on LinkedIn, how I was able to raise a community of and have over 40,000 people register for my event simply because I just decided to stretch. So I'm saying it again, so that the goal is, like I said, is to 10x whatever you're making. And trust me, public speaking, your ability to communicate your skills is also another big, huge way of you, right? Your ability to communicate your skills is on another big, huge way to let you know. So, guys, sorry, it's another huge way to help you 10x whatever you're making. So, as a remote worker who is comfortable speaking, you know that you definitely will negotiate better. You can double up to probably host or cater for your organization where needed. So, these are many more tricks, or many more, what do they call it? Many more wins or multiple streams of income that you probably can have when all of a sudden you've decided. So now, this is one thing I always tell my students, right? Whenever you're learning anything, learn it as though you want to teach it. That's even like literally the origin of public speaking. Anytime you're learning anything at all, learn it as though you want to teach it. Now, it will help you be more detailed. It'll help you learn how to align your points, maybe in 4 points, in 3 points. For me, it's almost automatic right now. Anytime I want to speak, even if I did not even think about it, even if it's as I'm speaking, some of the ideation will just synthesize. And I said it again, it's not hard. It's just something that you literally have to put in daily. Just make sure that daily you are putting in the work, okay? So like I said, this is me back. So we've done essentially the introduction of public speaking. First of all, your mindset, right? Your general preparation. We said you don't prepare when a speaking gig comes. No, you don't prepare when a speaking gig comes. You prepare before the gig comes. And preparation before the gig comes is just you being comfortable with research, right? You research all the time. You do a whole lot of things and more, right? That's essentially where you should start from, okay? Then the next thing, like I think the second thing we talked about was mindset and outlook. Research will definitely build your mindset. Outlook, that's what we're doing right now. So essentially, I'm going to show you a few easy tips of how I do my makeup, right? So everything I'm going to be talking right now is how I do my makeup. But we're going to definitely summarize that when I'm done, okay? Once I do this makeup, I'll show you a few steps, right? Just a regular makeup, I'm done. Once we are done with the outlook, then we go to the next pillar when preparing for your presentation. So if you're just joining me, my name is Dr. Magnus. Yes, I'm a medical doctor. Yes, I'm a monetization coach, as well as a startup and a startup business strategist. So in case you're probably here and you've been looking to start your business from all across the world, right? Beat me. So this is me also saying that your business, ensure that you're able to accommodate people, right? Whether professionally in your business and also the global speaking aspect, which will help you 10x. And the thing with public speaking is that it will help you pitch that for that job. It will help you pitch for that funding. So most of the people who go to the Lions Den and a few other presentation shows and are shaking, obviously they've not talked about their business a lot. And this is social media. You can literally pitch across your live stream if you've grown your audience. So that's why it's very important that you fix your public speaking. What's the word now? Skill. That's the word. Okay, so now we're going straight to the next pillar. We talked about outlook. So I'm going to be doing a quick makeup, right? So just get ready with me. At the end of this event, this makeup, I'm supposed to actually batch create my videos for the week. So if you have any questions, team playback, those people who will eventually be watching it later, and those people who are probably on the live right now, please go ahead and ask. So like I said, for me, every time I'm doing makeup, I start first of all with my foundation, right? I'm not big at foundation everywhere because you can see my skin. You can see my skin. I literally don't have any blemish on my skin. Like, literally. I don't have spots. I don't have pimples. Nothing. So, anytime I'm putting foundation, I'm actually just putting it for putting sake. But then, the circles around my eyes, I've always had eye bags right from quite a very young age. So, I use my foundations as fillers for my eye bags. I just hope you can see me well. If you're seeing me and you're benefiting from this, so you just let me know. So I said it again. The first makeup item I used was this, a foundation, and I'm not I'm not affiliated to any brand, so don't worry. But it's the color is 230, so you might just want to check it, right? Nutmeg, 230 nutmeg. That's because of my shade. I'm quite dark, quite very dark. Okay, oh, I hope I'm not covering myself. Okay, so first thing first, I apply something very generous underneath my eye because, like I said, once it's lighter, it gives it a very beautiful definition. So I'm going to do this very fast. So if you're a professional, your outlook is part of your money making. Like I said earlier, some people might size you because of your profile photo. Some people, you might not even get a deal because of your professional photo shoots. So you see that most times, maybe what you might want to do is to look at people who are professionals on other platforms than Beyonce and the rest. You rarely, except maybe they also want to market their product, which she does. I think she's now into, she has launched a new, what did you call it now? A new product right now. Can't even remember the name anymore. Okay, like I said, most of these things I'm just rubbing it for rubbing's sake because I don't have anything blemishes on the face. But maybe for people who probably will have pimples, the next thing will be to rub generously across. Okay, so I said your outlook, your professional photo shot. So if you're here and you're looking to 10x what you make via public speaking, because trust me, public speaking works like magic. And guess what? There's no such a thing as a public speaker as in vocation. Yes, it's okay to call yourself a public speaker, but like anybody can publicly speak in whatever niche, right? Because the good thing about public speaking is that for you to first of all speak, right, there's something called an MC, there's a compere, there is a whatever it is, all those mainstream, a broadcaster, those major frontline niches for communication. But you see, public speaking is a skill that everybody must learn, because I'll say it again, once you start speaking publicly, you are literally going to 10x your revenue, right? This is why most times the more you find ways to communicate excellently well, it will be easier for you to communicate your ideas effortlessly. So it will be easier for you to be able to talk about yourself and even get people to come on board to partner with you. And I think that is huge. Okay, so a lot of times when we're talking about the WW3, right, WW3 2, it was just a story of a German man who literally was on the radio speaking every day on the radio. And before you know it, it took a while. I'm talking about months to years. All of a sudden, everybody started subscribing to the person's ideology. And before you know it, I mean, the whole world was in Ori. Yes, that's the word. Ori. Simply because somebody was speaking through a radio consistently. That's why in this generation, when they see people communicating over radios or over platforms consistently in a way that doesn't probably help the government or help the people, they try to stop it, because those things have far-reaching effects. So if you're in Africa here, we have somebody currently that is seems to be taking the voices of people. All he had to do was to set up a ring light and pure water. He set up a ring light and his pure water every day. We put pure water like this. So for me now, maybe let's say my handwriting is my makeup brush. All he does is he will take pure water and be drinking. He said when he started, people used to insult him as if he's crazy. Right now, there's a whole complete gang of people who might never have met him that he influences to do anything for them. I mean, sometimes he will just say something and all of them will just rush to go and do it. So if you still think that you probably going on a live stream, or you probably communicating, learning how to communicate your presentations and all, if you still think that you probably don't need to pay attention to that aspect of you, then you are literally leaving money on the table. Like I told you, no matter what you do, public speaking is for every niche. Because some people who lost money or lost investors in the lion's den were simply people who went into the lion's den and they could not articulate their ideation. They swore they knew what the business was all about, but when they first faced maybe 4 to 3, 5 billionaires, they just became confused. And that's why you must literally pay attention. And sometimes I tell my community guys, right, all the time, sometimes it might not be in the what's the word now, sometimes it might not be in the outrightly getting a coach to coach you through. It might just be in something that I'm doing, right? As simple as hosting your life, right? So if you have up to 50 subscribers, please, as much as possible, make buzz. I have a post, I think that was my last post, how to get your 4,000 watch hours on YouTube, right? I discussed essentially everything step by step on how you can literally host a prepared life to get people on board. And the thing with prepared life, not the one this one I'm doing here is just, I just showed up, right, and I want to gist you guys a whole lot of things. But prepared life is one that you put in a lot of research. It's just that me, because I've done a lot of prepared lives, I literally don't sleep. Like for months I did not sleep in the night because I was always reading. That's why you can literally hear me fluid, right? But for the prepared life, you have to read. But you can give yourself a deadline. You can say by the month of June, I would want to do a physical meeting or a live event where I'm going to be hosting alongside with other people. So if you do things like that consistently, you will learn how to talk in the panel, what not to say, how to communicate with people, what are the etiquettes of public speaking, how to respond, how to articulate your thoughts in ideations, how to start with a hook, how to build, how to literally add your statistics, and how to add your CTAs at the end. So these are a whole lot of things that I did every day that you're probably getting for cheap. Like I said, I'm not comfortable with probably just streaming, doing the silent live stream. If not, I would have done it, because I don't know. Why should I be teaching you for free? So essentially, you can see that we have put in the foundation and it's chilling down. See my face? I have a very smooth face. So if you're just coming in for the first time and you're meeting me, kindly subscribe. I'm also trying to build my following as well. Don't be hopping from one life to the other. Just sit down and learn something. Okay, so at the end of today, you know that you've learned something. And then hopefully you'll be able to put in the action. Like I told you guys, multiple streams of income is actually the way out, right? So rather than just hopping around and you're being desperate, how about offering value, a structured value, so that you can make money on all other platforms as well? Okay, so this is the first step I normally do. Then the next step is, sometimes people say you should bake immediately, but like I said again, do everything I tell you at your own detriment, because I am not a makeup artist. I don't even know what tools for what. But you're literally going to see me look good because I've done it over and over again. I don't like looking anyhow when I'm invited to anywhere. Fika, you're going out. So people use those soft puffs to bake. But me, sometimes I prefer to use something because of the lines under my eyes. I try not to touch them as often. So people use those flat triangular soft puffs, but I don't use that because I don't want to touch my eyes. I don't want to touch. So maybe let me be asking questions now. If you're here and you can hear me, right, just tell me, what are your basic challenges? Like the last time you spoke, what was your challenge? Were you scared? Did you enjoy speaking? And one of the things I've realized is that if you read very well, especially if you know your subject of communication, you'll be very excited to speak. So right now, yeah, once anybody invites me to speak anywhere, even to London, I'm ready. In fact, I'm expecting it in the next few days. That is my next quarter goals, that I'm going to travel out to go and speak. I already started preparing my kids to miss me already. So that's what happened when you put in the work. That's why I am not comfortable with those hustling spirits, those freelancing spirits. It's not like it's bad, but it won't help you make the million flows very easily. Because if your mind is in hustling, you will not even see opportunities where you can actually multiply your monies. You won't see that. You won't even see the how to multiply your money. You just be thinking that it's such a big deal, right? And then you won't sit down and learn your craft in such a way that you can communicate excellently well. So that's why it's very important that you learn your class. So everything, like I said, today is my get ready with me. Thank you so much. If you're probably showing up for the first time here, kindly subscribe and stay with me as I take you through my journey. Anybody who will probably listen to it afterwards, I will try to see if at the end of the life I will just cut out all the dead ends so that anybody who can learn, because I said some hot spicy things before now. Okay, so for me, basically, once I do around my eye, right, that's actually my only major work. The next thing I just do is to line my brows and line my mouth, and then I put a lipstick. That's all. I don't do anything extra at all. Nothing extra. So like I said, if you're here so far, kindly introduce yourself and probably where you're viewing from. And I said part of the things I'm also doing today is to prime the algorithm to remember my account, and then I have a goal to grow to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're coming in, kindly support my life. And if you've learned something so far and you want to work with me, please do well to send me a mail. Like, my link tree is attached to my account, so you can have access to literally, I'm totally traceable, like literally totally traceable. So for me, next thing I always do is my brows. I take my brows seriously, even though I have generally a very full brow, but I still just do a little filling here and there. So because people are not asking me a question, no, I'm just doing makeup my thing. So I said, so this is what I do. I think this is quite loud, though. I normally don't I don't normally like loud makeups. I just want it light and classy. And yes, I normally use gels. Gels always work for me. I use gels. I don't use pencil. I don't know, maybe because I'm a nursing mom as well. My pencils always disappear because my kids will always use it to play, but I normally would just use gels. So gels does a whole lot of good, and then it's always advisable as well to use gels, especially because you can see that my face is already appearing pretty bold because of the camera. Yes, that's the word. Okay, so normally I use brown gels, but I think I used my black gel. No wonder my brows are looking too conspicuous, because normally I don't like them looking conspicuous as loud as this. But like I said earlier, I normally will have a full brow. So if you're just joining in, I've said it outright, if you're looking to grow your account to 1,000 subscribers, do as many live streams as possible. The truth is, because YouTube itself favors matte video editing skills, like matte thing. That's why you find out that the AI niche easily grows, because you can almost vet AI to be excellent, right? Because it's not the humans that are doing it. All you have to do is to prompt properly, right? But if you as a person wants to grow on YouTube, please leverage on your life. And guess what, there's also something called life memory. Like if you don't stream often, like me, this is my first ever attempt at doing a long live, right? If you don't stream regularly, you won't have people come into your room. So right now the algorithm say, oh, she's serious, okay, she stayed more than 1 hour, okay, let's see. We'll be introducing her to more people, whether they're going to join or not. So that's how it works. So I advise you, if you're just starting out, right, and you're at 0 subscribers, 10 subscribers, quickly get your family members, your friends, your relatives, your classmates to subscribe to your YouTube. Get you to 50. Once you get to 50, just start doing your live stream. In fact, what I plan to do is I'm going to put my videos side by side, my 2 channels side by side. As I'm talking here, I'm talking in this other one. I'll talk about health in this one, and then I'm going to talk about business growth strategies in this one. I'm going to talk about YouTube in this one. That's what I plan to do, right? Because it's going to help you grow your accounts. Because guess what, even if you're focused at posting every day. Oh, good to see you. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Sorry, I had to quickly do that assignment and it took longer than I thought, but I'm back. Okay, so you might want to, if you see, you might want to go back a little bit to see where I talked about public speaking. I believe that you need it you will need it because of how I spoke about it. I believe you will need it, but so that you can just press to that particular position and just listen to everything I said about public speaking. So now, can I even remember? Okay, awesome, that's lovely. Yeah, so that's beautiful. So you probably would have heard me talk about it, because I take public speaking very seriously. It will literally increase your net worth to millions. Let's say you probably will make, thank you so much, I really appreciate. So that's exactly what I am saying, right? I'm saying this because literally you might not have figured out the video editing thing right now at this point, but nobody's going to sanction you for doing life unprepared. That's the beauty of life. Number one, you're increasing authenticity in the sense that people know that you exist and you enjoy it. You stream, right? And then another thing I would want to add to that is that you can just, while you're learning to edit, you're streaming every day. If you can stream every day, please do. And the average streaming for you to tell the algorithm I'm here, respect me, is 10 hours in a batch. I don't even know how I'm going to achieve that, because I'm not comfortable with doing those loop restream stuff. But if your niche permits it, right, just download videos, even if it's short, like even if it's a 10 minutes video, you can put it on loop so that different people at different time zones can come in, they can see you, learn from you and all that. Okay, so some people line their lips outside their filtrum, but I don't do it. I stay within the course. I stay within the course that God gave me. So let me just be asking while I'm doing my final touch-ups. So what has your challenge been so far in your journey on YouTube? So like now, what most people do is that they will just turn on their green screen and leave something and just walk away. But the thing is, they are walking away is so that they can prime the algorithm. So even if you come into their rooms and you're not seeing anything, they're not talking, they're not doing anything, the hours will just be counting. It's not in the number of people who subscribed. It's in the fact that the algorithm realizes that, oh, this person is serious and wants to grow. So let me just take a break to line my eyes. If you have any questions, ask. I don't play with my eyeliner and my eyeshadows. I'm not sure I'm gonna rub any today. Yes, so I use this. Take a dip. I don't use too much. I like to be very light when I'm doing anything I'm doing. So a friend of mine said something. She said, is it you and that your YouTube channel? I said, hey, Chimo, in this life, it's a bad thing to be small for a long time. We don't allow anybody to insult your sacrifice. No matter what you do, you have to just, that's why it's always better you work from the big picture, else people will discourage you. Always work from the big picture. Don't start any journey if you don't start from the end backwards. So for me, I already know. So there's a movie that went viral recently. The Odogu Parama said, I already know how this will end. So for me, I already know how this will end.
And I want you to turn to your daughter right now, if you believe this is your daughter, and I'd like for you to tell the court how you feel, and more importantly, how you recognize what she feels.
Well, I'm sorry for your husband, and I wish I had been there for you. And I'm sorry for not being there for you.
Listen, I do believe you have a level of regret. You come from a generation where I'm sure there was a level of, well, just let... Well,
hi, so I'm so sorry. I think my password just changed, and I had to go out for a while, and then I finished my makeup. I don't know, I look very funny because I normally don't use it. I don't usually use my black for my... I don't usually use black for my brows, so it's looking abnormally too obvious. So kindly, if you're here, let me know the people who are currently on live. So sorry. No, it's not my network. My phone, my Wi-Fi went off. Normally once they change the power source, my Wi-Fi goes off and then it affects my data as well. Because I normally I've set aside a particular Wi-Fi for everything I do, just so that I can also track my expenses and I know the amount I regularly spend for anything. So I have a separate Wi-Fi for everything social media I do, so that I'm able to track my consumptions as well. So it wasn't network. They changed power. That's why I even came out. I'm literally almost sitting outside my house because there's no light. So this is literally natural light. So for those people who are still saying that they can't create content because they don't have lights in their house, this is natural light. I don't have all my, what do they call it, my gadgets are on one side of the my studio, and then this is just me sitting. I'm literally sitting outside. I don't know if I should show that. Well, let me just try. So this is me literally outside my house. This is me sitting on the ground. So that's it. So you don't actually need as many gadgets if you can just stay outside. The natural light will do its magic. So somebody was saying something. Do you have any question again? Vital Mindset, you were saying that you just checked out the green screenshots. How do I do this for you? Because it's literally on the side, like on the side right now. I can literally see it on the right side, like every icon, whether you're going to turn your camera to the front or to the back. So when I turned my camera, I just clicked the first thing on the, what do they call it, on the live. The second one is to mute my mic if I want to mute. Second one is to retouch and all that. So it's the last thing on the right. I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably just send you a screenshot in any of our comment section so that you can see that as well. So for those who are probably just coming into our live, yes, I did my makeup myself, and this is very simple and it's very cost effective as well. So if you probably want to get some of those professional makeup artists to do something for you, you know that every single time you want to record, you have to spend a whole lot of money, and I don't think it makes sense. So why don't you just learn it? And that's what I did. Okay, so vital mindset. Oh, I would have said, should I invite you on this live? The problem is that I can't invite you now. It's too late. If I had prepared before time, it would have been better to invite you before time. But if I did not, that's as soon as I was setting it up, I would have invited you. I would have gotten the link to invite you. But now I think it's already too late.
accounts. These are clipping accounts, and how they work is that they take long form videos from YouTube and trim them down into viral shorts. These guys are making it back. Let me show you how you can do the same with the help of AI. Go to descript.com, click on new project, and upload your video. In a few minutes, it's going to transcribe the video for you. Select Underworld, create clips. Here you want to select the duration, layout, and number of clips you want. Type in your topic and hit submit. In a few minutes, you will have multiple shots, fully trimmed with captions and a variety score ready to upload. If you want to make any changes, come over to the transcripts and edit the text. This will edit the video for you in real time. Like removing filler words, correcting your eye contact, and fixing mistakes using their voice cloning feature.
So like I told you guys yesterday, I spend a whole lot time on my videos because I want them to be
down in the comments or check out the link in my bio to get started for free. Exposing some of the smartest creators on this platform. Y'all believe this. These are clipping accounts, and how they work is that they take long form videos from YouTube and trim them down into viral
so every
shorts.
single day and my battery is getting low and then there's no power.
Go to descript.com. Click on
So like I said, I promised myself I was going to do I'm doing a few shots today.
Not using visuals like these in your videos. If you just talk to the camera and explain things type of graphics, people will quickly get bored and won't follow along, making your videos flop. That is why all of your favorite content creators use visuals to explain concepts, keep your attention, and help you better understand what they're explaining.
My goodness,
don't
I
worry if
found
you're
what I
not
was
pro
looking
at it,
for.
because I found a free website that would allow you to simply paste your video scripts and get graphics like these for your content. Go to napkin.ai, create a free account, then paste your script and click on generate visuals. Now you can choose from tons of amazing presets and customize them with your brand colors and fonts. Then just click on download to get a high quality transparent PNG you use in your reels, carousels, and stories. If you want me to send you this website, just comment graphic.
I found it, guys. You're going to my next video is going to be Wowooza. I found it, guys. I've always wanted to have infographics on my videos, right? I've tried using captions on my other videos, but today I literally found something.
Paste your video scripts and get graphics like this for your content. Go to napkin.ai, create a free account, then paste your script and click on generate visuals. Now you can choose from tons of amazing presets and customize them with your brand colors.
Yay, I found
Just click on
it.
download to get a high quality transparent PNG you use in your reels, carousels, and stories. If you want me to send you this website, just comment graphic.
Who is seeing
You are
this with
ruining your
me?
content by not using visuals like these in your videos. If you just talk to the camera and explain things without any type of graphics, people will quickly get bored and won't follow along, making your videos flop. That is why all of your favorite content creators use visuals to explain concepts, keep your attention, and help you better understand what they're explaining. Now, don't worry if you're not a pro at it, because I found a free website that would allow you to simply paste your video scripts and get
I have found this, guys. It's now time for me to go viral. Yay! Because I've always known that I wanted my videos to have beautiful infographics.
Download to get a high quality transparent PNG you use in your reels, carousels, and
Yay!
stories. If you want me to send you this website, just comment graphic. You are ruining your content by not using visuals like these in your videos. If you just talk to the camera and explain things without any type of graphics, people will quickly get bored and won't follow along, making your videos flop. That is why all of your favorite content creators use visuals to explain concepts, keep your attention, and help you better understand what they're explaining.
So
Now,
I'm gonna
don't worry
type
if
the
you're
name
not a
of
pro at
the-
it, because I found a free website that would allow you to simply paste your video scripts and get graphics like these for your content. Go to napkin.ai, create a free
Napkin.
account, then paste your script and click on generate visuals. Now you can choose from tons of amazing presets.
Okay, I
and
can't really
customize
type
them
my
with your
this
brand
thing here.
colors and fonts. Then
I have to
just
use
click on
another
download
phone.
to get a high quality transparent PNG you use in your
My
reels,
goodness.
carousels, and stories. If you want me to send you this website, just comment graphic. You are ruining your content by not using visuals like these in your
Okay, guys,
videos.
so
If you
I'm
just talk to the
gonna be
camera and
off
explain
right now.
things
I want to
without
go
any
and
type
prepare
of
my
graphics,
videos,
people will
and
quickly get bored
I've seen
and won't
something
follow
that
along,
I've
making
always
your videos
looked
flop.
for.
That is why all
I
of
just
your
wanted
favorite
my
content
videos to
creators
have this
use
kinds of
visuals to
touch,
explain
like
concepts, keep your
this
attention, and help
excellent
you better
good
understand
lighting. I
what
know
they're
that I'll
explaining.
definitely
Now,
need a
don't worry
very
if you're not a pro
good
at it, because I found a
camera
free
as well.
website that would
I
allow you
have
to
one,
simply paste your video
but
scripts and get graphics like
like
this
having
for your
videos to
content.
have
Go to
infographics on them, I've
napkin.ai,
always
create a
looked looked for it, and today I found it. So I told you guys outrightly, right? If you want to improve your video editing skills, please go to Instagram. Go to Instagram. If you want to improve your video editing skills, go to Instagram. Yay! My goodness, I found it. Okay, so I know the network is a bit bad today, so at least I've tried. I almost did the 2-hour stream today. It's a challenge. So please guys, our classes is by 8 p.m. GMT plus 1 this evening. That's in like 8 hours time on an average, or let's say 7 hours 30 minutes. We teach everything there. Today we're going to be talking about how to secure international job opportunities. I'm basically on LinkedIn. I have a community of almost 20,000 people on LinkedIn, and I've been doing LinkedIn. Like, I've helped over 750 people find their place, 125 people build their communities. So for me, this particular month, I've decided I'm going to help 300 people build their communities as well. So if you're super confused as regards life, like I've told you, if you're probably life hopping, I always advise that people should, whatever you do, niche down so that it can be beneficial beyond the internet, right? So you can go out and speak to other people, right? You can go out and enjoy other people, make money on the side from some of those skills. So that's what I preach to my community people. So if you think that would be something that you can benefit from, please do well to reach out to me. You can leave a message at the end of this live. I'll send you the link to probably get in touch with us. So thank you so much for stopping by. I always appreciate you. Vital Mind, you kept mindset, you kept me encouraged today. I'm so grateful for you. And then I'm gonna be turning off the live right now. Everybody who has come in, I love you, love you, love you. Kindly just check out my materials, right? You're gonna learn a lot. I am very educative in mind. I don't like cruise. I don't do cruise, even though of course there's something wrong with cruise for those people who do them, but I'm highly educational. Like, I'm very smart. You're gonna learn a lot. So you might just want to check through my materials and just learn. And then kindly just subscribe as well. Subscribe to my channel, help me grow as well. Yeah. Okay, let me leave it to get to 100 minutes. Let it be that I spend 1 hour 40 minutes, and even if I don't have anybody come in, right, like I said, I necessarily showed up to prime the algorithm to understand that I'm serious and I want to go viral. So I said it again, if you don't know how to do videos, your video editing, you're not improving yourself in your video editing, try and do more of your life, or you use Restream. Okay, so you doing more of your life is that you will literally grow in your conversations, your exchanging ideas, your mindset. You'll be able to take on more roles. You'll be able to go out and talk with people and make money. That's cool, you know, and all that. But if you want to do faceless, I said faceless channel is very good. I tell people, but most times I realize that people who do faceless channel, they literally eliminate their brain from the equation. They prompt ChatGPT, copy prompts, remove all the timestamps, put it back to another AI, and you literally will be gaining sleepless nights, but you're not growing mentally. So it's always important that you balance it. I think everybody should have an AI channel and also have a regular channel because of the growth in your conversation. And then we're also thinking of leadership, because with the whole AI rise, we'll be needing a lot of quality people. So leadership will still be something that stands out, and no leader will stand out without good communication, and that's what you probably need to pay attention to. Okay, so I think I've reached my goal in 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna end the live now. See you later today, 8 p.m. GMT plus 1. I love you.